Welcome to this presentation on the cerebral cortex. Our first stop here is to identify the four lobes that are associated with the cerebral cortex. Here we have a lateral view of the four lobes, and they are in different colors. First, we see in blue, we see the frontal lobe. Located posterior to the frontal lobe and highlighted is the parietal lobe. Then we see the occipital lobe highlighted in the red color on the posterior aspect of the cerebral cortex. And then lastly, in light green, the temporal lobe is identified. Stayed on the lateral aspect, next we should identify three major sulci or sulci. The first is the central sulcus. This will separate the frontal lobe here from the parietal lobe over here to the right of the central sulcus. The next sulcus is the one that will separate the parietal lobe from the occipital lobe, and the occipital lobe from the temporal lobe here inferiorly. This is the parieto-occipital sulcus. And then the third and final major one is the lateral sulcus, which more precisely is a lateral fissure. This will separate your temporal lobe from the frontal lobe here anteriorly, and it will also separate the temporal lobe from the parietal lobe here more posteriorly.